Good afternoon, everyone. Yay, all right. So welcome to this beautiful day to our groundbreaking for Fire Station number 9. So why don't we start off by giving yourselves a hand. Yay. Yeah, that's not in the script. I'm Sean Stiegel, Cary Town Manager, and I'd like to thank all of you for coming out today. This is a very special event for me personally. It's the first public building that we are breaking ground on since I had the great fortune of becoming town manager in August of 2016. So it was nice to know there were still a couple fire stations left to build. Joining me here from the town council are all of our wonderful council members, every single one of them. First, we have Mayor Harold Weinbrecht, Councilman Ken George, Councilperson Jennifer Robinson. Yeah, I'm changing all the tenses here. I don't know. It's my first one, Don. Councilman Don France, Councilmember Don France, Mayor Pro Tem Lori Bush, and Councilmember Ed Yearhawk. And last but not least, Councilmember Jack Smith. And I'm also very excited to introduce our new Public Safety Director, Alan Kane. Alan? Yeah. He's new to the position. He is not new to the town of Cary. And also, too, our brand new first full day on the job, right? Fire Chief Mike Cooper. So next, please stand as our fire department's color guard presents the colors. Thank you, gentlemen. By redeveloping this land as a Cary Fire Station, we're helping to realize the vision for Cary's future as set forth in the Imagine Cary Community Plan. Next, is that too soon, Jack? Next, I'd like to introduce District C Representative, I know, Councilmember Jack Smith, to share his thoughts about today. Jack?
Thank you, John. Thank you. Hello, everybody. How are you? Well, I'll tell you what was great is, did you notice, just before we sat down, they were playing The Burning Ring of Fire with Johnny Cash? See, I remember those songs, and there's a lot of people out there that I remember in the early years. You probably remember that song, too. Now, a lot of my folks on the council, they probably weren't born yet, but that was a good song, guys. That's a good song. Well, good evening, or good afternoon, and on behalf of the mayor and the entire town council, and the 169,000 people who call Cary home, it is my pleasure to be here as we break ground on what will be our newest fire station. Now, some of you know I've been fortunate to have been serving Cary citizens as an elected official for, let's just say, many, many years. I think it's more important to put it in fire station years. When I got on, we were just celebrating Cary Fire Station number 3. And today, I'm so proud that we're all here today to celebrate the groundbreaking for Fire Station number 9. So think about that. That's like one every 5 years. That's better than dog years. I think that's pretty good. Now, during those years, as you can imagine, Cary has experienced tremendous growth and change. However, one thing remained unchanged, and that is the safety of our citizens, which will always remain our top priority. And based on the survey, our 2018 biennial survey, we know that Cary citizens are passionate about safety. In fact, 98% of citizens responded that they feel safe or extremely safe in Cary. That's something we can all be so proud of. And that's probably Fire Station number 8. Give me a minute. But I think what's really important about that whole feeling of safety and how it makes Cary one of the more premier cities in the country is that when it comes to our fire department, citizens polled gave it the highest marks of any department, awarding our fire department with an overall A+ rating, not just for one area, but for all service areas. And that includes response time, competence, courteousness, fairness, and problem solving. And we know this feedback is a result of the tireless efforts by our fire personnel, who will soon have a new station to call home. Let's give them one round of rousing applause. They are super. Now, this new facility will allow us to accommodate our growing population and keep our citizens safe. And I know this will be an exceptional addition to our community, and I look forward to seeing you all back here for the station's ribbon cutting. Thank you so much, and have a great day. John?
Was I the only one that waited for the chief and everyone to get up when we heard the sirens? So they just intuitively, they're so good that they know everything's cool. So yeah, that wasn't scripted, although it wouldn't have surprised anyone if Susan did arrange for that. Jack, again, appreciate those comments. But local governments do a lot of things, and in Cary, we do things exceptionally well. But there simply isn't anything more important, as Jack had said, for any community than to keep its citizens safe. It is the fundamental reason for the existence of local governments. And whenever I talk about that, I always want to make sure there are lots of things about Cary that make Cary great. Certainly it's park and recreation facilities, it's quality of life offerings. Everything that the local government does, the town of Cary does, contributes to this great community. But the reason for our existence, primarily, is to provide that for public safety. And so we always come back to that, and it is the most fundamental purpose for why we are here. But certainly not the only thing that is important. In the town of Cary, there's something it's a little bit inside baseball, though we do a pretty good job of publicizing it. We are in what's called an ISO 1 fire department. And what that means is ISO stands for Insurance Service Office. And the highest rating you can get is a 1. And I don't know any longer what percentage that puts us in, but I think something like 2 or 3% of the local governments in the entire, is that right? 2 or 3% of the local governments in the entire country receive that rating. And what that means is that on every measurable level, from access to quality water, to the capabilities of our department, to our entire infrastructure, that our fire department provides the highest quality, not only response times, but the entire portfolio of coverage that we provide, and that saves businesses and homeowners a lot of money when it comes to insurance ratings in this community. And so we are literally as high as you can get in that area, and it's been reminded to me a couple times that we can only go down in that regard, Sean. So we wanted to keep us, there isn't a 0 rating, and so unfortunately there's nowhere to improve in that area. I say tongue-in-cheek. For this position of Public Safety Director that I had talked about earlier, tapped Fire Chief Alan Kane, who has been a firefighter, a firefighting professional for 38 years. Dan Alt, our assistant manager, is 32, so literally 6 years before he was born, Alan has been in the fire service. But more important than his years as a firefighter are really his qualities of leadership. His commitment, his passion for Cary make him the right choice to serve as our first public safety director. And what public safety director is having a more coordinated approach, having somebody that oversees the activities of the police department, the fire department, code enforcement, which is absolutely a public safety issue, and emergency management, and making sure that we are coordinated in that fashion and that we have a unified vision to assist not only the mayor and the council, but myself in helping plan the long-term strategies for that area. Alan is approaching, even though he's been doing this for 38 years. I talked with Alan this morning and asked him if he felt any different, and he said sincerely, like a kid in a candy shop. And that enthusiasm, it gives us all hope that you can have that much enthusiasm and be that old. So it's really rewarding, and we're really excited about Alan's leadership in that area. And when it comes to Fire Chief Mike Cooper, certainly Alan said yesterday, the best hire you've ever made. Isn't that what you had said? The best hire you have ever made. And Mike Cooper, we're so excited because in an organization that is as talented as the town of Cary, you see people everywhere that if they were to choose to work for another local government, maybe they're a police captain. For most communities, they could be a police chief. And, maybe they're a battalion chief. But most communities, they could be a fire chief. And so we always are going to have, thankfully, it's a good problem to have, more talent than we have available promotional positions. But with this change in creating the Office of Public Safety, we were able to promote Mike Cooper, who has been ready to be a fire chief for quite some time. So he brings a tremendous amount of experience to the job, and also to that youthful enthusiasm that you look for in helping to keep Cary great. So with that, Chief Cooper, I bet that's pretty cool at home too, isn't it? Yeah, Fire Chief, yeah. Not as exciting as town manager. It's not very impressive to the daughter. Tell us, if you could tell us a little bit about Cary's Fire Station 9. Thanks, Mike.
Good afternoon. All right. I am Fire Chief Mike Cooper, and I want to sincerely thank you for taking time today to share your afternoon with us. I'd also like to take just a minute to thank Council, Mr. Sean Stiegel, and also Director Kane for all your support. Sincerely appreciate that. I am truly honored and privileged to have worked in the town of Cary for the fire department since 2005, and I could not be prouder to be the fire chief and lead these men and women of the Cary Fire Department. As Cary ages, though, we must give increased attention and resources to keeping people and places safe. When the current Fire Station 9, the one that this one will replace, was built in 1974, it was originally designated as Fire Station Number 2. At that time, it was designed to accommodate one fire truck with 3 firefighters per day. Over the 42 years of service of that station, the number of apparatus assigned to that facility doubled, and the number of personnel jumped to 9 per day. So this is a much needed upgrade for our community. The new 2-story, 3-bay Fire Station 9, constructed by Poitras and designed by ADW, who is here today as well, will be more than 17,000 square feet, with typical amenities which include sleeping quarters, a day room, and a kitchen. It will also feature a 1,400 square foot multi-purpose training room that we much desperately need. I want to thank all the neighborhood for welcoming us into your community. We strive to be good neighbors, and I promise we will be good neighbors to you. So please keep up with the project on the town's website at townofcary.org, and we want to see you back here when we have the ribbon cutting and we slide the fire poles. So thank you again for being here today, and thank you for your continued support.
Let's see what the script says. Stiegel, back to podium. So now our direction is to move the dirt pile, the ceremonial tossing of the dirt, if you will. Yes, as cool as groundbreakings are, ribbon cuttings are a little bit better. So we do look forward to seeing all of you back here at the completion of the project. So I'd like to invite our dignitaries for the ceremonial first dig. And then following the photos, everyone is encouraged to have light refreshments over here to the left, and then get an up close view at Fire Station 9. And as you can tell, we have beautiful fire stations designed to meet more needs than just those for the fire service.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.